French Fort is a very unique area. It is probably one of the most historical spots up and down the Mississippi River, and certainly right here in Memphis, Tennessee. It's a home of acres and acres of beautiful parks, several historically significant buildings, the National Ornamental Metal Museum, the only one like it in the world, and the special neighborhood of French Fort. It sits on the bluff overlooking the Mississippi River, and it lies just south of I-55 Crump, below the old Memphis, Arkansas Bridge. There's several projects that are slated for the area that are going to bring major change. One is the new roundabout at I-55 Crump, and it's going to reconnect the area back to the downtown core. Then the Harahan project, which is an extremely exciting project, will allow for pedestrian pedal traffic across the Harahan Bridge, across the river, and into West Memphis. Also, the Riverwalk was slated to be pulled into the parks, into the area. I think it's important that we have a comprehensive plan in place, particularly in light of the current zoning that exists. This will help us protect our property values in the area, as well as the quality of life for those who reside there. City South Ventures is proposing a new community. In this community, we propose for it to be based upon the proven principles of new urbanism. According to a recent impact study by the University of Memphis, the total additional revenue to the city once the project is completed should be around $4.4 million. We plan on this project being funded primarily by private dollars, and will not be asking for any funds from the city pre-construction. Austin Avenue will be the main ingress-egress into the area. As you come in on the north side, we're proposing a general store similar to Miss Cordelia's in Harbortown. Just beyond that, we're providing parking for the Harahan Bridge project, but it would also provide parking for other projects in the area as well. Just beyond that, we have a commercial project that we think is strategically located and best used as possibly for a welcome center. As you come in Austin on the south side, we have three multifamily projects. Now they possibly could have some commercial on the ground floor level, but they're primarily multifamily. There's one there is the old abandoned hotel that's long been a blight on our community. It's a great adaptive reuse project though, and we hope for it to be the first one to go under construction. This plus all the projects basically are really going to enhance and beautify the entryway to our city. The Super 8 is located centrally within our project area. It has a negative impact on the property values in the area, as well as the quality of life. I believe it needs to be raised, or at the very least it needs to undergo a major renovation. This is a very costly proposition, and we're going to ask the city if they'll help us with some demo and abatement funds. These funds can come from the sale and lease of the properties within the planned area. Crump Park is a park of approximately 5 acres. It's owned by the city. It lies on the bluff overlooking the river. We are asking the city to sell or lease to us approximately 2 acres to be utilized as a boutique hotel of approximately 80 units on the quality of the River Inn in Harbortown or the Madison downtown. A unique thing about it is that we've taken the parking and put it down below the bluff on the floodplain. This will be accessed by Illinois Avenue. We also would like to lease the Economy Boat Store from the city, and we'd like to make that into an event center and a restaurant and tavern. Both the event center and the parking would be connected to the hotel via elevator. I think this is an incredible project, and I think it's going to be extremely good for tourism. It's certainly going to be a draw for the Riverwalk and to the Harahan Bridge project, and it will, without a doubt, bring in substantial revenue to the city. The U.S. Marine Hospital is a very historically significant property, and I think it's a very big asset to the city of Memphis. Unfortunately, it is in decaying condition, and it's going to need to be renovated in the coming years. I think our proposed project will bring value to it and make it feasible to renovate it. I also think it possibly could be a good catalyst for other projects in the area itself if we find another use for it. Currently, we propose multifamily, and of course we plan on putting the entire property on the National Historical Register. This is a city-owned piece of property of approximately 1.7 acres. It's currently zoned R6, and we would like to utilize it for multifamily. We see this property as helping us with the residential units that we need to justify some of the commercial in the area, such as like a sandwich shop or perhaps a coffee house or a hair care salon. Otherwise, if it is not used for residential, frankly, we don't see any use for for many years, and we feel like it's just going to continue to be a negative cash flow for the city. Regarding the parks and other infrastructure, we are asking the city to consider utilizing the funds from the sale of other properties within the planned development to be utilized for their improvements for a period of time to be agreed upon. I will be the managing partner of City South Ventures. I will be responsible for procuring the investment dollars, and I will facilitate or oversee the individual developments within the project. I have a substantial amount of business background. I've been involved in the construction of multifamily, commercial, residential, and restoration projects. I come from a family of entrepreneurs. My father was an entrepreneur, and I have 3 brothers who are entrepreneurs. And in fact, I have 2 brothers and a nephew who are substantial developers in the community today. This is an opportunity to build something the entire community can be extremely proud of.